All right, I want to tell you a very serious message, okay? So stay tuned. So this towel here, first of all, I'd like to ask you a question. What is essential to sustain life? What is essential? Okay? My name is Nick Carrier, also known as, in some circles, in some social media platforms, as Carrier of Fire, such as YouTube and Instagram, things like that. But the reason for my message is to ask us, what are the bare essentials? What are the bare necessities? What is essential for life and life more abundantly? So, this towel is actually like 13 years old. Still pretty much in new condition. My wife and I have used them many, many times. The reason this towel is so important, let me ask you a question. Do you remember the last time God performed a miracle in your life? Well, these towels remind me of a miracle that the Lord provided in my life. And so when I was 19 years old, I was looking for a place on my own. I was trying to get a place to live and live by oh my gosh, look at my family. They're amazing. Look at this. Look at these people. Oh, I don't know if you can see them, but they're painting on the windows, stained glass. If that's not prophetic. So the Lord has been speaking to me all morning about birthing our house church, birthing our home church. You know, a lot of people talk about having a home church and mocking the home church and, you know, having their own opinions about home churches. That's not what this video is about, but I'll probably bring that up now in more detail. So anyways, stained glass. That's so funny. I'll talk more about that. So it's up Adam, Lexi, and Dean. So listen to this. I was 19 years old. I was trying to get a place on my own. And I was broke as a joke. I had about $750 to my name. And look at this. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Not me. SpongeBob SquarePants. So anyways, I was 19 years old, just gotten saved, and they called me SpongeBob. That's so funny. Oh, man. Another coincidence. So they called me SpongeBob. I'm sure my family have heard this story many times, so I'll spare them sharing this. But anyways, I called this place in Centerline, and it was like $650 for a studio apartment. And they said, no, you need a deposit. I'm like, what? I only have $700. I thought that'd be enough. And they said, no, you need a deposit. So I'm all discouraged. I'm all disappointed and depressed that I wouldn't be able to get a place on my own. And so I had driven down Lakeshore Drive in Grosse Pointe, and I thought, man, I would love to live here. I'm looking at these people on Lakeshore Drive jogging down the river by the water, or down by the lake and the water. And I thought, man, this would be amazing to live here. I thought maybe when I was 50, but the Bible says they that delight themselves in the Lord, He will give you the desires of your heart. And so my desire was to live by the water, to live in Grosse Pointe. And so long story short, my mom, Donna Carrier, she's probably going to be watching this very soon, she was not really happy about me moving out. So she was giving me a hard time every time I talked about moving out because she didn't want me to leave, which is understandable. I was the man of the home. My dad had moved out when I was young, and she wanted me to stick around, to be the man of the home. And so I ended up, she came home from work one day, and she said, Nick, why don't you check out these classified ads? And so I opened these classified ads, and sure enough, the first place I find said Grosse Pointe Park, all utilities included, own entry, fully furnished. And I go there, and it was a mansion, about bigger than that. Like, it was like a 3-story mansion. It was 4 houses off of Lakeshore, 4 houses off of the water, like literally off of Lakeshore Drive. And I mean, that's like multi-million-dollar homes. I mean, it was a beautiful mansion. I had hardwood floors. I had a balcony, and everything that I could want as a single man. And the crazy thing is, my friends and relatives and soon-to-be relatives, my future in-laws and church friends started giving me everything I needed. Pots, pans, bed sheets, pillowcases. I mean, a whole bed sheet set that matched. I mean, I had never had anything new in my life, and it was crazy. So they gave me everything I needed except for towels. And for about a week, maybe 2 weeks, I'm stressed out. I'm like, how on earth am I going to find towels? How am I going to buy towels? I barely had enough for my rent. And so somebody at church mentioned good sales and good deals, and that's how God shows them favor. I'm like, oh, maybe that's how it'll work. So I took a few dollars that I had, and I went to Kmart. I was visiting my wife, or my future wife, at the in-laws, and as soon as I walk in, there was some blue towels. These blue towels, they were on sale. And I thought, man, should I buy these? Should I buy these things? And for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I'm walking around the store. Should I or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? And so finally, about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes later, I finally decided, okay, I'm going to buy them. But I had this weird feeling in the pit of my stomach that it was wrong. It wasn't the right thing to do it. And so I ended up buying these towels. I bought 3 of them. That's about all I could afford. Literally, I spent all the money I had, about all the money I had to buy these 3 towels. A week later, my mother-in-law, Paula Bear, which she's watching yet, but she'll be watching it soon. She says, hey Nick, I left something I've got something in my trunk. I've been meaning to give it to you. And so she opens up her trunk, and sure enough, it's these exact same towels, the same color, the same brand, the same style. And the crazy thing was, I was a young bachelor, so I could only afford 3 of them. She bought me 10 of them, and the hand towels to match, and the wash racks. I didn't even know. Didn't know. Buy wash racks, buy hand towels. I'm a bachelor. 3 towels should be enough. So I was engaged to my wife, and that was the Lord showing me, this is how you walk by faith and not by sight. So I got hundreds of testimonies like that, and that is one of the testimonies that the Lord really provoked me to start making my YouTube videos. And so I just told it again with the towel here as a symbol of reference. So Nicholas loves turtles. Oh my gosh, you gotta see this. Thanks for listening.
No.
I like turtles. Nicholas, you are amazing. What does that have to do with Easter?
It doesn't matter. It's still good.
I like it.
I like it too.
Does anybody know what that means? I like turtles?
Oh, it's that little boy on it was a YouTube hit. A little boy was on the news, and he was just like a zombie, and this news reporter came up and asked, something like,
how do you feel about your face paint?
oh yeah, how do you feel about your face paint? And he goes, I like turtles. And she's like, oh, okay.
Come on, Nicholas, say it.
No.
I like turtles.
There you go. Do it again, Anna.
I like turtles.
That's exactly how he said it. One more time before I hang up.
I like turtles.
Perfect.
Okay,
Say hi,
now,
Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
You just said that one more time. Before you
I know, I
hang up.
lied. Hey,
Exactly.
Grandma. Paula, thank you so much for the towels. I still got them. I was just telling the testimony. So thank you so much for being a blessing and being an instrument of the Lord and a testimony to many. I've told this story 1,000 times, right, Nicholas? How many times have I told the towel? How many times have I told the towel testimony? Hundreds of times. Maybe not thousands. But thanks for listening. Be blessed. Happy Easter. Love you guys. Say hi to Grandpa. Give him a big hug. A kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?